know what's crazy? You know what happens when you exile white people, like just to a country?
Australia. Yeah, there we go.
You know?
They might make it better.
Yeah. Yeah. In this case, I don't think we would.
No. The people I plan on sending over to Somalia, not the kind of people that are going to build a good country.
Granted, they're probably not going to make it any worse.
Nope. No, I'm for, the countries that send us lots of people that they just let walk across our border. For every one of them, we should send a couple crackheads back.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, public execution, we're missing it.
Yeah.
I feel like you start popping a couple motherfuckers in the head, people are going to start acting in line a lot better.
You probably wouldn't see the kind of rap sheets, was it 80 something conviction with that guy that Daniel Penny killed on the subway.
Yeah.
I can't remember how many convictions that guy had,
but
it was like
sad is there's so many, like you can't even pin down what instance that was because there's so many of them.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's 100% true. It's fucked up, man. And somebody is going to come along and say, you know what? I'll solve the crime problem. No worries. No worries. All these people.
I got this.
Yeah. All the people that, you see committing all these crimes, they're just not going to be here one day.
Yeah.
And you're going to hear all sorts of weird stories about where'd all the homeless people go? That's what's coming if we don't get shit under control, man. Here's the other scary side of it. So we're talking like we're going to get some kind of right-wing authoritarian. Okay.
Yeah.
The other way it could go, if we're not careful, is the left-wing authoritarian. That's what's happening in England right now. So I just listened to this debate with Tucker and Piers Morgan, where Tucker says faggot a bunch of times. And he said, you can't even say faggot in this country because he's in England because a woman got arrested for saying faggot after
in a text.
Yes. After she had been beat up, fractured her skull, and she had a traumatic brain injury, and she's texting from the hospital.
Yeah.
And so 10 officers come into her house.
11 officers.
Oh, one was a woman. You're right. 10 men. Drag her out of the bathtub naked.
Yep.
That's fucking insane, dude. Like, at that point, your government's not legit anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a joke.
Yeah.
You're a fucking joke.
Dude, and then he threw out in the same debate 12,000 people arrested for speech crimes in England, 400 in Russia in the same period.
400 people have been arrested in Russia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Versus 12,000 in England. England more authoritarian than Russia.
Yeah. Crazy.
Absolutely insane. My honest fix for this, if reform doesn't win.
What's England? Do they have? Is it like the parliament or yeah? They're all the problem.
Yeah, their government kind of works like if we only had the House of Representatives.
Right.
And they have a House of Lords too, which is like our Senate, but I don't know if they have any power anymore.
You know what I'm thinking? I don't know what the prince is up to these days, or the king or whatever. But honestly, maybe he needs to come back.
Yeah. Well, you want to know what the king was up to? Epstein Island, baby.
Yeah.
I guess that's Prince Andrew. That's not really fair. But yeah, I'm with you, dude. If the king just kind of marched in there and said, "This shit's over," King Charles. Yeah, but he's old as shit and he has cancer and but the next king is King William. I'm pretty sure he's the kind of balding one. That's
the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's I think his wife's Kate Middleton. He's fairly young. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's in his 40s or maybe 50.
Yeah, I think that's the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah, he was in the military, and I think he he saw combat too. However much combat they let the king's heir be.
Just like
J.D.
Vance.
Yeah. See,
he's England's J.D. Vance.
No, at least so. I think that Prince William was in the Air Force. At least J.D. Vance was a Marine.
He was a reporter.
And he wasn't back then. He wasn't. Oh yeah, you're right. He was a reporter. He was a Marine media person. But at least back then they weren't protecting him. I mean, William was famous while he was in the military.
Yeah.
J.D. Vance was not.
He was just being groomed.
Yeah, there you go. He was, getting ready for
The Israel dick sucking.
Yeah, well, I was going to go a different direction, but nope, I like that better. But yeah, I'm with you though. Like, at what point does the king just kind of stand up and just be like, no, we're going back to monarchy again?
How many people are with me?
Yeah.
I bet it's at least half.
Yeah, and I bet it's a good half.
And you know what? I hate to say this, but I bet you can get Ireland to roll in with you a little bit.
You know what? The Scottish would probably, assist as well.
Yeah.
You'd probably have more of this. But the Irish have problems too. The government's ridiculously liberal. Yeah.
Well, I think there's like riots and shit. And like the people, the government's liberal, but the people aren't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know how badass it would be? King Charles abdicates. Prince William gets coronated. Next day, just strolls into Parliament with the military.
Not only with the military, with Conor McGregor in some type of Braveheart role.
Do you mean the new premier of the Duchy of Ireland or whatever their old term was for it when they had a king? When they had the United Crowns.
The whole England thing is just fucking crazy, man. It's just like, what the fuck?
But do you know? All right, like
it's crazy, and America has this problem too that we can literally watch the self-destruction, like England, all of Europe, all of Europe, the U.S. Just we're watching our countries self-destruct, and we're just like waving it on. We're fanning the flames.
Yep. Kamala Harris still had, how many tens of millions of Donald Trump only won his election by a couple 100,000 votes or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's really all it is. Like, that many people still wanted whatever the fuck we got from between 2020 and 2024.
Right.
And for all the shit we give Trump, at least it's not that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
I mean, we could still have no real president. And we could still have, Joe Biden tried to institute the Ministry of Truth.
Yeah.
Like, he legitimately wanted that.
Yeah.
And tried to do it. I mean, like what England has now, walking around arresting people for thought crimes and memes.
I feel like, once again, the Elon buying Twitter thing was kind of our maybe stopping point of that, It was like,
definitely.
Well, yeah. Or that, and maybe Zuckerberg's self-pride of just getting fucking lit up, like, this guy's a fucking scumbag.
It kind of goes back to kind of the more libertarian theories of government is that it only works, government suppression like that only works when you have a monopoly. So the only reason they were able to suppress free speech is because they got all the platforms to do it. As soon as one breaks ranks and says, no, I'm not going to suppress speech anymore, nobody can because you're just transparently being a government shill.
Right. Which is essentially what happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, Facebook broke away after that.
Yeah.
Fuck, you can go on Instagram and watch people, do all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah. Okay, but circle back.
Okay.
Circle back.
Bring us back here.
Erica Vance.
Oh, yes.
Where we landed.
Okay. So I've got the inside scoop from the expert. The expert says that Erica Kirk, not an Israeli plant, not an inside job, and people are being too mean to her for how she dealt with his death, and that
this is from your source.
This is from my source, and she's going to just fade into the background eventually, and that will be that. I know.
Chat, you're going to need some insider info on his source.
My source is embedded deep in the Mossad.
She's non-white. She is a non-white.
It's Candace Owens.
Who is also a non-white.
that is essentially who my source is. I'll just throw it out there right now. I don't know, man. The Charlie Kirk thing's weird, though.
What gets me, and I don't know if you've seen this interview, J.D. Vance is getting interviewed about his wife. Mm-hmm. And they're talking about how she's not a Christian or whatever.
Right.
And he just has this one line where it's like, yeah, my wife's kids. Like, who the fuck says my wife's kids when they're your kids?
Yeah.
You know, our kids, my kids.
Yeah.
You know, my wife's kids. I'll say this. I'll never say that.
Yeah. But people do say that.
No, they don't.
No,
they fucking don't.
So it's Selena's family totally says stuff like this. Totally says it. It's a weird thing where they're like if you and I were brothers, they would say to each other like my dad or my mom or your dad and my mom, and it's kind of like it's definitely extraneous, but this is me reading JD Vance's mind, okay? Because parents will say that to each other too, like, oh, my kids, even though they have the kids together. Yeah. People who don't speak English as a first language do that. She probably refers to them as like her kids that way, and then he just repeats it. I could see it happening 100%.
Our allegedly red-blooded American.
Our Marine correspondent.
Yeah.
And I will say this too.
My wife's kids?
It's also
I don't think so.
On the list of things I've heard politicians say that's dumb, wrong, or a misspeak, it's about 1,000th down there.
That's fair. To me, that just struck me as, who the fuck says that?
Yeah. I heard Joe Biden introduce Zelensky as Vladimir Putin.
That's fair. That's fair. The guy was an idiot. JD Vance is a plant.
Okay. All right. He's by who?
The Jews.
Oh. He's an Israeli plant.
Israeli plant.
Okay.
Let me introduce you to a little thing I call Mossad.
Okay. So I saw this meme that you'll like.
Dude, the whole fucking situation is weird, though.
I don't know. What? Give me something else. Keep feeding me here.
Okay, Erica Kirk.
Okay.
Israeli intelligence ties.
Does
Charlie
she?
Kirk starts fucking.
Wait, what are Erica Kirk's Israeli ties? I really
wasn't
never
her
heard
dad
this.
like the Israeli fucking intelligence or
That was Ghislaine Maxwell's dad was.
No,
Erica Kirk's was too.
No, she's got something. It's something. She has some Israeli intelligence ties.
Okay. All right.
So there's something there.
Okay.
So, like, her and Charlie Kirk, like, they met because she went to go work for him.
Yes, I did know that.
Plant.
Okay. Suspicious setup.
Seduced.
Okay.
With money.
With money, not looks. Money.
Maybe both.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Charlie Kirk hops off the Israel Wiener train, and he's offed, And, okay, you tell me this. Do you think Selena would act like Erica Kirk does post your fucking public massacre?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I don't think my wife would either.
It'd be much worse.
Yeah. Okay, another thing. The JD Vance head fucking hold hug,
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Next time I see Selena, I'll hug her like that. We'll see how well that goes.
All I'm saying is just like Andrew Cuomo was kissing other women and claiming it's just because he's a fucking weirdo. I don't know.
Yeah. Liberal. Okay. Your example so far about weirdness, liberals.
Okay. JD Vance then, secret liberal. Okay, well let me so this is all getting back to this meme I was saying. So it was all like the Balkan states being controlled by these strings, all their flags by America and Israel, and then up above that, controlling America and Israel was Bulgaria. So, putting Bulgaria aside, because it's probably not them. Who is this in service of?
Israel.
They're the top hand.
Yes.
It's not China or Russia.
I think we have a real enemy.
Okay.
Israel.
So then what you're saying is Benjamin Netanyahu, since he's running the Israeli government, is it him or is there someone controlling him?
Great question. Don't know. Don't care.
Bulgaria. Probably not Bulgaria.
But, dude, there's just so much fucking weird shit about that whole situation.
Yeah. No, it's weird, and the shooter thing I think is even weirder than the Erica Kirk JD Vance stuff.
Especially since he got fucking had like the thing on his neck blow up, and that's what killed him or whatever. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that. People thought that like there was a bomb in the microphone and like all sorts of stuff like that. But like, how
I still stand by the fact is, having seen personally the damage a 30-06 does to a deer, I'm not standing behind he got hit by a 30-06.
What if it was like a Full Metal Jacket? They're like not a hunting round.
Could be. Maybe.
Because that would just kind of pierce, not really do with explodiness.
Yeah.
But then it's still, and none of that solves the mystery of how did this guy disassemble the gun in 30 seconds, jump off the roof. He clearly does not have the gun when he jumps off the roof, but then the gun appears in the woods later. And then the total
You're proving my fucking argument for me.
No, but if he didn't shoot up, like, why is that guy up there if they really had a bomb that blew him up or something? Like, why even have somebody on the roof with a gun at all?
Because everyone needs a fucking stoogey.
See, and then the texts, I think, are the weirdest part. The texts are like Kash Patel's there in ChatGPT. Please, what would I say to
you're bringing up my next fucking traitor to our people.
I know, we didn't even get to Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, which we need to fucking do.
But, yeah, the whole Charlie Kirk thing, Erica Kirk thing, weird. I don't like it. Weird.
I think Erica Kirk is the least weird part of it all. I'm more concerned about the tranny with his boyfriend that shoots Charlie Kirk.
What about the guy that just starts yelling that he's the assassin?
Yeah.
That's unrelated to the actual alleged assassin?
Also weird. That guy apparently
at the 9/11
is crazy. Yeah.
At the 9/11?
Yeah. Apparently was crazy.
9/11?
That guy, okay, so I'm not for torture. I don't think torturing people's good, but
me and you live on two different spectrums.
But that guy needs to answer some real questions. Yeah. That guy needs to be encouraged to tell the truth.
That guy needs to have his fingernails pulled out publicly on television.
The same way and remember the assassin's still alive. Like, he also should be trotted out on national television.
And didn't he plead innocent? Like,
I think so, but they usually do in capital murder. Yeah. They have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Utah has the death penalty, but they're super religious there and probably won't put him to death. I just think that guy also needs to be interviewed by a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, and maybe in some site where he's encouraged to tell the truth.
Yes.
What really happened here, buddy? Why'd you send the most incriminating text anyone's? What young person sends incriminating information over text? Like what? Like I could see Hillary Clinton doing that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, your words there, young person.
Yeah.
You think the higher ups in the CIA or fucking whatever, you name it, agency, are young that are staging these texts?
Exactly. They use ChatGPT to stage that shit for sure. It is so he puts himself at the scene of the crime with the weapon, and then he's then he's texting about, I'm worried about my parents noticing the gun's missing. Like, really, the gun missing? That's what you're worried about, that your parents are gonna find. Yeah. You fucking jackass! You're sending text messages about killing Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, it was staged. There's no way it wasn't fucking staged.
But here's what throws me for a loop even worse, okay? I know 10 people personally who may be stupid enough to do to send incriminating information over some stupid people too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I know what you're saying, but they wouldn't word it like that.
I know.
That's the thing. Like I know some fucking idiots. I know they would text incriminating information, but they would at least text it like a young person.
Yeah, and just from Selena's work, there are a lot of crazy people out there that live in our town.
Yeah,
where you're like, oh, this person is like criminally insane. Like, this person, if they had a gun, would have killed somebody by now.
Yeah.
But do they send texts like that? Probably not.
Yeah,
probably not. So Kash Patel, apparently, from what I've read, he's a fuck Kash Patel. He should be fired. Same with Dan Bongino.
Yes.
Wouldn't get off the plane when Charlie Kirk was assassinated because he needed an FBI jacket.
And then he got a woman's medium because FBI jacket.
Yep. And then he still didn't want to get off because the sleeves weren't right.
You know, just with how he handled the Epstein like when he was getting interviewed and like was it that cool fucking senator guy was like, you know, what was he saying? Like, who were the kids being trafficked to? You know, Cash Patel's like, that information is like not available, or that information is non-conclusive. Like, oh yeah, there's not one fucking thing that's conclusive. Like, you couldn't give one fucking name, you know?
Yep.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Fuck Cash Patel and Dan Bongino. It's like we tortured 500 terrorists in Gitmo for, you know, shit that, you know, usually we were torturing them about 9/11 when like the vast majority of them had nothing to do with 9/11.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so we could torture those people and we can say that's fucked up and we shouldn't do that. But you know what? These Epstein people that we know are around, again, against torture. Everyone's got exceptions. Yeah. I would make an exception.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For these people where we're like, you know what? We want to know who's on this island.
Let's bring the wife theory back in here.
Okay.
Where is Cash Patel's wife from? Because
I have no idea.
Dude, there's a conspiracy theory. Yeah. Okay. There's a conspiracy theory about his fucking wife, like being a plant. I can't remember who it's for.
Well, I don't know where I know he's American, but I don't know if he was born here. Okay. Cash Patel, yes, was born in New York.
Yeah, but what kind of American is he?
I don't know. Let's see where his wife is from. Okay. Well, the first thing that came up is where's Cash Patel's wife from? So that's encouraging already. Okay. Cash Patel's wife's origin is not publicly available information, but his family is of Indian descent. Oh, that's not what I wanted to read.
Dude,
Okay, it says girlfriend. Is his wife? Okay, maybe is this the same one? Maybe. Okay. I was saying, is this the girlfriend is different from the wife?
No. Maybe it's his girlfriend.
Okay.
I don't
Alexis know Wilkins.
I don't know if he is married.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. She doesn't really look like a foreigner. Met at an event in Nashville. Wilkins, who is 18 years his junior. Okay. All right. I see where you're going with this. She's 18 years younger than him. Classic plant. She grew up in Arkansas.
Allegedly.
Okay.
So did
in a video.
So did Erica Kirk.
I believe she's from the United States.
Yeah. Still could be a fucking plant.
This lady.
Here's what you need to Google.
Cash Patel's girlfriend is Alexis Wilkins.
No. And Israel. that was like the third thing on the fucking
Israel
search list.
Well, no, she's wearing a cowboy hat and a 1776 necklace. She can't be a plant.
They spread conspiracy theory. Who is suing multiple people for defamation after they spread conspiracy theories claiming she's an Israeli intelligence agent working as a honeypot to compromise Patel. Okay, look at her. Look at Cash Patel.
Okay.
Look at her.
I've got another angle here though. Young women dating famous ugly men is like the least unique story.
But you know what the asterisk is there? Rich.
He's rich.
Is he though?
He was a huge podcaster.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was like an Alex Jones kind of podcast.
I don't really think those guys are how rich is that? You know, like I feel like if you're honeypotting someone, like.
Well, he also worked in intelligence before that. So, I mean, he could have been on the honeypot list even before getting rich.
You know what? Wow. The article that the AI is drawing from is from the Times of Israel.
Yeah, the Israeli press is very critical of their government and stuff. So you will find a lot of like critical stuff written about Israel from the Times of Israel.
Yeah, well, they almost had that fucking revolution, did they? Or like there was like some civil unrest.
Huge riots. Yeah, huge riots. So there was this big like faux pas Trump had because they were doing a press conference at the White House, and Trump says, "Oh yeah, like why don't you? We have your Israeli correspondents here. Why don't you take some questions from them?" And Netanyahu's just like, "No," like he hasn't taken a question from the press, I guess, in years.
So. This lady's a country singer, huh?
All right, so I've got another hot take here. Dude, she's got the fucking chin of that like meme of the world's most manly man. You know how with which guy I'm talking about?
Okay, Kash Patel's net worth estimated to be more than 5.9 million, 15 to 30 million.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
And they've only been dating since 2023.
Recently confirmed FBI director Kash Patel has a net worth of nearly $6 million, according to an estimate by Business Insider. Kash Patel's real name is Kashyap Pramod Patel.
There we go. What's the name for that cop that was at that college football game that everyone was memeing?
The one that shoulder checked the fucking player?
No, the dude with the huge chin. That's who this woman reminds me of. It's like a Chadwick Thundercock or something. Hold on, I'm gonna find it for you.
You can't. I'm not off this Kash Patel girlfriend plant thing.
Oh my
dude! Everyone can try to convince me otherwise. I don't fucking believe it.
Okay, it's Cassius.
Cassius.
Some people are saying that that's his real name. There's no way that's his real name. All right, look, this is what this dude looks like here. You gotta look at her chin, and then you gotta look at him. Look at the pic here on the.
Well, I ain't gonna argue with you. Cassius Thundercock. Old Thundercock. Yeah.
Someone's trying to convince me that was his real name. Like, no, that's not his fucking real name.
Thundercock.
No,
bro, that's his real name. Come on, man.
That's his, yeah. Dude.
I feel like, and of course this is all like happening a couple weeks ago, but I feel like there's like 3 or 4 things that Kash Patel was doing where I'm like, fuck this guy, fuck this guy, fuck this guy, fuck this guy.
Dude, so they went from when they were campaigning, we're going to release the Epstein files on their podcast, Dan Maju and Kash Patel. Oh yeah, we're going to, the Epstein files, they're real. Here's how we know, blah, blah, blah. They get in. Yeah. Epstein files are real. Here's how we're going to release them. They bring the influencers in, the binders with Pam Bondi, all that shit. Then they go, actually, there's no, victims. There's no, sorry, Senator, we can't release any of that. They trafficked them to no one, blah, blah, blah. Then they passed the law saying that the Epstein files have to be released. And then they're like, well, now we got to work on declassifying them. It's like, I thought they didn't fucking exist. How could you declassify them? Well, we need to do the black marks and everything. Why? They don't exist. How the fuck are you going to do it?
Right.
They're just the biggest lying motherfuckers, dude.
And I don't know who said it, but if we release the files fully without any redactions, it will destabilize the government.
Good.
Like, okay, yeah.
Good.
Let's see what happens, I guess.
I've got enough ammo to make it through.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
Yeah. And, I feel like it would kind of be interesting because I don't know what that would look like. But I'm almost on like, would our daily lives change all that much? Maybe. Maybe not.
Thought about that too. It really depends on whether we could still import shit.
Yeah.
That's really what would matter. But, yeah, I don't know. I wanted to destabilize the government, though. Good. Everyone in bed with the pedophiles should be shot.
I would say this. If it's so bad where it's going to destabilize the government, well, if I got bit by a zombie in my fucking hand, and it's going to spread to the rest of my body, I might as well chop off my hand and see what happens.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
And that would be for the greater good. And that's what, if fucking exposing a pedophile ring destabilizes the government, maybe the government should be destabilized.
Yes. I would say so. I'm kind of on, like, yeah, I don't know what that looks like, but public executions for pedophiles, I mean.
Yep. That's what the pedophiles deserve, if that's what they're doing.
I'm kind of like on a, cut their dick off and let them bleed out. But,
and here's the big but I've been doing the entire time with the Epstein files. I think, number one, I'm not convinced we're going to get a whole lot of good information out of this.
I would agree.
Number two, what if, humor me here, that reaction is exactly what the intelligence agencies running the Epstein scam wanted to begin with. They wanted to entrap a bunch of rich people into banging 17-year-olds that they didn't know were underage just so they could hold it over their head. And if you guys expose all this, well, guess what? We're just going to take down the whole U.S. government.
Yeah.
That may be what the Mossad's holding over everybody.
Yeah.
And us being pissed and saying, put them all against a wall is exactly what they want.
Yeah.
There's that too.
I would say the downside to that for the Mossad is if the American people could come together and actually overthrow the government, the free ride of Israel may be over.
I can guarantee it's over. I can guarantee, because if that happened, if we found out our government's a bunch of pedophiles and we get rid of them, one of the two extremes is going to take over. We're either going to be a bunch of commies or we're going to be living in fascist world.
Yeah.
Neither one of those camps likes Israel very much.
No. And I'll say this. You know who else has stabbed me in the back in the last couple of years?
Who?
Ben Shapiro.
I know.
That guy.
I know.
I can't believe I used to like that guy.
I did too. But he's an Israel first guy.
Yeah.
He's not an America first guy.
Yeah.
He's totally Israel first.
He doesn't want you to be able to live in your own city if you can't afford it. But, we need money for Israel so they can stay in theirs.
That was the worst fucking take I've ever heard. You just need to get over, wanting to live where you grew up.
Yeah.
Not be able to afford your own parents' house.
Yeah.
That's just what is the point of society if you can't live where you grew up?
Yeah.
Like all the way back to think of Native Americans 1,000 years ago. Like the whole point of the way they lived their lives was so their kids could live the life the same way.
Yeah.
If not a little better.
There's something about we're losing that, and I see it in my family, specifically on my dad's side of the family.
Mm-hmm.
My cousins, granted, are all pretty liberal. They have no desire for, I don't know if I should say no desire, but their goal isn't to have their own family. Like as far as I can tell, that doesn't mean anything to them.
Mm-hmm.
No desire to buy a house, no desire to fucking that I can tell have a significant other, no desire to have kids. She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's cultural suicide.
Yeah.
Here's Ben Shapiro right here on trigonometry.
If you're a young person and you can't afford to live here, then maybe you should not live here. I mean, that is a real thing. Yeah, I know that we've now grown up in a society that says that you deserve to live where you grew up, but the reality is that the history of America is almost literally the opposite of that. The history of America is you go to a place where there is opportunity. And if the opportunities are limited here and they're not changing, then you really should try to think about other places where you have better opportunities.
There you go.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
That is just historically fucking wrong anyways. The whole point of people moving westward for looking for opportunity was not that they couldn't afford to live in New York or that they couldn't afford to live in Nashville or wherever it was, but that they wanted a better life. They wanted to strike it rich in the gold rush, so they moved west.
The only thing I was thinking is Great Depression, maybe, but that's kind of.
I mean, even then, are you saying we're in a Great Depression? No. I don't know what he's getting at there, but what just a fucking but, you know, like you're saying, Israel, that's where they're from. You know, that's where the Jews say they're historically from. They deserve to be there, and we need to send them money to make sure that's the case.
Yeah.
But our kids, no.
Fuck our kids.
Yep, nope, fuck them. They're the fucking tax cattle. They're only here to fund everyone's wars.
So what I'm curious about is how long, like, now it's, I feel like, pretty readily apparent to the young person who's semi-glued into social media. The U.S. and Israel's got a thing, you know? That's now pretty public.
Yep.
How long has this been going on?
Since its creation.
Yeah.
I mean, Israel, I think, was created in 1948.
Yeah.
So that's how long it's really been going on. We didn't support them in the same way throughout history. I think we didn't when they had their 1967 war. I don't think we contributed to it. I don't know that to be sure. Maybe we sold them weapons or something like that, but
didn't give them weapons.
They are
free.
They are the number one recipient of foreign aid historically.
Yeah.
So, and they're a rich country. I mean, their GDP per capita is pretty high, even compared to like Western standards, not just compared to the Middle East.
They need our help.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to flatten Gaza 15 times over without us.
They need our help.
Yep. More money than either of us will ever pay in taxes went to one bomb.
Yes.
Dropped on some kid or something. In Gaza.
How fucked up.
Yep. Just keep that in mind when you get your next tax bill.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know, man. Got any last things for the people?
I feel like a great shift is coming. It's going to happen one way, or it's going to go one direction or another. But I feel like in our lifetimes, like, the path we are on is not sustainable.
Yep. I feel the same way. I feel like probably not next year or the year after, but in our lifetimes, we're going to see some our government is not going to look the same.
Yeah.
It can't.
Yeah, it can't. I mean, what we're doing is just, I don't know. I have no desire to be in public office, but, you know, what I think about is just like, man, what the fuck? How can we not have someone in there? Like,
Gen Z, we are going to see a lot of very militant people.
Yeah.
Taking office, taking, like media roles. But a lot of Nick Fuentes type people I think we're going to see. He's younger than you.
Yeah, I know. He's like, what, 23?
No. He's my age. He's 27.
Okay.
I don't know when his birthday is, but he's almost exactly my age.
Okay. I thought he was younger, actually.
Well, he first became famous, I guess, when he was 21.
And was he following Ben, something happened with him and Ben Shapiro. He was following Ben Shapiro around, trying to get him to debate him or some shit.
Yeah, he was, so he said he became famous when he went to college when he was 18, started wearing a MAGA hat. And then a few years went by and he did a debate. And someone from the Daily Wire said, hey, we really love the way you debated. We want you to, be a part of us or, work for the Daily Wire or something. But around the same time, he made some tweet about Israel. And he said he had 8,000 Twitter followers, a tiny account. And Ben Shapiro quote tweeted him and responded to it. And then they got in a debate, and then the whole Daily Wire shit was done. And then after that, he blew up.
Nice.
Started his own show.
And I don't watch a lot of his stuff. I just see the viral highlights, Yeah.
I don't even know where you find his show, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But he does resonate a lot with me because he's I think at the time, and I don't know if him and Candace Owen and Tucker have made up now or not or whatever, but I think at the time they were both kind of clowning on him,
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, he's just some fucking gay kid in his basement. He doesn't know what the American people are doing and blah, blah, blah. And he's and the clip I saw was his response to that. He's like, what do you mean? I don't know, what the American people are feeling. I am the American people. Like, I am fucking you. Like, I'm a young guy. I can't afford a fucking house. I live in my parents' basement. Like, I'm going through these fucking problems. Like, these people are saying I don't know, like, what you guys are going through. I am you guys, you know? And he's fucking right.
Yep. No, you're right. It's some of his shit that I see, I'm like, no, fuck that. That's wrong. Like, he tweeted the other day about, like, us needing socialism, essentially. I'm just like, no, that's fucking wrong. But he like strikes a chord with a lot of people of like, hey, you know, I was a white guy that grew up, you know, where half the scholarships you can't apply for because they're for anyone except straight white men. I couldn't get into colleges because they had, like, when we were applying for college, like, they had mechanical, like, discrimination against white men, like, all this different shit.
Are we saying they still don't?
So they still do, but they're not allowed to actually use a point system. Like, it used to be you're white negative 20 points. Like, now they have to be a little more artful with it, you know? But and so that's what we grew up with. And then you're surprised you get someone like Nick Fuentes resonating with a lot of people. Like, of course, white guys are like, yeah, fuck you guys. You want to be racist? Let's be racist.
I kind of made this argument to some of my cousins who are like, I just don't know how you get, like, how someone could support this. I'm like, well, it's easy. Like, how do you want people, like a group of people, specifically white men, to support a party that just tells them to fuck off, you know? Like, and the guys that do support that aren't fucking men. You know?
Yeah. And you know, it's like it's really fucked up because it's wrong. But, you know, if people want to be racist, white people are the Michael Jordan of being racist. Like, you just don't. Yeah. It is a bad. And I heard a good argument against it. It's like racism on its face is like collectivism. Like, racism is kind of a form of communism, you know, where you just like treat everybody the same because of, you know, whatever characteristic you want to throw at them, whether it's because they're, you know, a Russian farmer peasant, or because they're white, or because they're Asian, whatever, that you shouldn't do it. But when you are racist towards a group of people, it just makes like the racism come right back. So if you're going to treat young white men a certain way, you know, it's the great Napoleon quote of, you want to understand a man, look at what the world was like when he was 20.
Right.
That's what's going on right now. Yeah. Is all these guys that are like 27, 28, you know, getting into their 30s, they grew up with the fucking racialized college admissions, the racialized scholarships, all the COVID bullshit, all the, you know, Joe Biden, the government just lying constantly over and over and over again. And you're like, well, that's weird. Why are they like a bunch of like racially identified, you know, conspiracy theorists? Well, look at the fucking world, dude. Like, of course, like that's the world people grew up in. So it shouldn't be shocking.
Yeah. It's just, I gotta say, I'm surprised by how much I resonate with the Nick Fuentes kid. But like you're saying, is it really that surprising? You know, I mean, of all public podcasting kind of people, he really is the most relatable. Oh, which brings me up to my next point.
Is he a Fed?
No.
Okay.
Theo Von, Joe Rogan.
Oh. I know exactly where this is going.
Is Joe Rogan, did they get to him? Did they get to him?
Let's pull up the clip for the people.
Did they get to him?
Because you really have to see this clip to appreciate it. I should have just looked it up on X. Because YouTube, I swear to God, Okay, here we go. YouTube actually did it.
They got me, these motherfuckers. They got me.
How much longer does Israel let us stay alive, do you think? That's the big question.
Why would they?
What did you say? Is that AI?
What are you saying?
That's Sora?
Fuck are you saying?
I didn't say anything.
What are you saying?
Huh? Talking about Israel Adesanya.
Oh, well, he loves you. Don't worry about it.
Good call.
Fuck are you saying, son?
Yeah,
so what did he say? What did he say about the Epstein files?
What did he say?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not going to go off and call myself a Joe Rogan expert, but I listen to hundreds of hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the first time I've ever seen Rogan act like that. I
get what you're saying. I think Rogan is... I think we underestimate how shook up a lot of those public people were by Charlie Kirk getting killed.
That's fair.
I think and Joe Rogan has specifically talked about it. And I think that's more kind of where he was coming from, of just like, why are we even going to talk? Like, I don't want to talk about getting fucking assassinated. Right. God damn, like that could actually happen.
Yeah.
I don't think Israel got to him.
I hope not.
I don't, what would you, so Joe Rogan's kind of like Trump. What would you do to get at Joe Rogan?
Threatening to kill him? Question mark?
I mean, maybe. I mean, Joe Rogan strikes me as kind of a alpha guy like Trump. Like,
sure.
Threaten to kill me. I'll find you. I'll pay. I got lots of money.
You know what? You know how they could get to Rogan? Through his kids.
Okay.
Like,
fair.
I'm going to kill your kids.
Yeah, probably. That's how. I've listened to several podcasters. That's how you could get at them.
Your kids go to school here between the hours of here and here. They're picked up at this time in this vehicle.
Yeah.
Try me, bitch. You know.
Keep talking about the Great Republic.
Yeah. I'm not saying it happened. And I get where you're coming from too. To me, it's just a weird interaction.
Yeah, but I bet he feels weird.
Yeah,
I would feel weird if I was famous. If I was famous in the political realm,
to me,
I'd feel weird.
He's not. I don't see him as the same political figure as Charlie Kirk.
No, that's true.
Because he's a lot more open about like, I just want to I'll have anyone on, you know.
Yeah. But Charlie was kind of that way too. Like, I'll talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I think that's what they hated the most about Charlie.
Right.
Actually, was that they had to kill him because you can't beat him in a debate.
Yeah.
At least they didn't have anybody that could. So.
Can't debate us sending billions of dollars to Israel being a good thing.
No, you can't, because it's a fucking bad thing. We don't get shit for it. Oh, but we get Mossad intelligence. I don't fucking want it. Don't care.
What intelligence?
I don't care. But Iran is doing this. Don't care. It's wrong. They lie to us anyways.
Russia has this really big army, and they're really scary,
yeah.
and they're trying to beat Ukraine.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So they lie to us constantly. We were just meeting the Israeli spy at a U.S. embassy. Mike Huckabee was. This guy fucking was an Israeli spy in, I think it was the 80s, stole nuclear secrets from the U.S., sent them to Israel. Israel sent them then to the USSR.
Yeah.
In exchange for Jewish nuclear scientists being
like,
that's so fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Fuck your $3 billion, dude. You shouldn't get fucking shit. And the $3 billion's not even a good number, because we sent them $25 million just for the war, or billion. Sorry, I keep saying fucking billion. Just for the war. And then we pay off all the countries around them not to attack them. Yeah. And that doesn't even count. That's not counted in that $3 billion.
Drop in the bucket.
It's such fucking bullshit. They should get fucking nothing, man.
I agree.
Fucking nothing.
Hey, we are the people.
Exactly. We are the people.
You can't tell me I don't know the people, because I am the people.
And it's coming. I promise. It will come.
The Boogaloo.
The electric Boogaloo. Number 2. All right. Anything else for the people?
Stay safe out there.
Yep. Stock up. It's coming.
Buy copper.
Buy copper.